Well, hello there. Greetings from the dank basement. I'm Paul, your wicked Uncle Squinty. Hello, YouTube pipe smoking club, or community, or yeah, it's YTPC. I guess it's community. Doesn't feel like much of a community these days. What happened? I wasn't doing pipe stuff for a couple of months. A lot of personal challenges and that kind of stuff, and just hadn't had the time to do it. And I come back, it's like, where is everybody? I was really pleased to see I got a notification from Mutton Chop Piper, and when I was on Big John Laughlin's channel for his Sunday night special, I saw that Cisco 76 posted, so I at least know those guys are around. But where's everybody gone? Was there some big drama or something? I really hate that. It's childish. It's all the stuff that goes on social media. What it boils down to is emotional immaturity. It does. And I am including the guy that sits in the Oval Office with his tweets and stuff. It's just immature. It's like, I can say something more clever than you can and really try to be hurtful. I'm better than you are at dissing. I'm better at you than at playing the dozens. And this, I know that kids should not be watching this video, but if there are any young, particularly young women watching this, you don't need to get your validation by the number of likes you get or the number of friends you get on Facebook. Validate yourself with something that you've actually done for yourself or for your community. Well, speaking of doing stuff for the community, yeah, get off social media. As a matter of fact, I'm about ready to even can YouTube. I will be deleting my Facebook account. I never use it. It's not accessible, as I've talked about in other videos. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could keep this pipe lit. Camera curse, camera curse, camera curse. Solani Mango Flake in a Missouri Meerschaum, this time unfiltered Cobb Country Gentleman. That's my go-to pipe. I finish a bowl. If I'm going to switch to another type of tobacco, I scrub it out with a bristle cleaner and some vodka and swab it out real good. Go right back to it. You should always let your cobs rest for a week. Yeah, bullshit! You really need to treat your cob as if it was a fine briar. Ah, bullshit! Well, if I were you, you know, you really cannot get the smoking experience unless you smoke a briar, and you get the proper interplay between an elite tobacco, the cake that you've carefully built on the sides of the pipe, and then a really fine briar. The interplay is, yeah, bullshit. I'm sorry. Okay, if you guys like that, if you want to go out and spend multiple hundreds of dollars, and believe me, someone wrote me, you just complain about briar smokers and people who collect pipes because you're poor and you're jealous. No. Let me put it this way. Spend $500 on a pipe that I might use once a month for the remainder of my short elderly life, or take the $500, grab the wife, go up to the cities, see a really great concert, have a really great dinner, spend a night in a really nice hotel, and enjoy the experience, as opposed to collecting pipes. Yeah, that's just me. So speaking of community service, I got to go back down to Central America again. And no, I am not soliciting money. The last time I asked for money to help me with my pet projects, my wife and I are trying to help 2 single mothers have housing and medical care. And I asked for money, and I got $30 from 2 different people, and the rest of them were very suspicious, and that's fine. I don't blame you for being suspicious. But I've got to go back down to Costa Rica because the lady who was diagnosed almost 2 years ago with stage 4 cervical cancer and had gone into remission thanks to a lot of chemotherapy. Poor baby, you should have seen her. Bald as a billiard ball. But it appears that her cancer is no longer in remission. She's got a new mass that is probably cancerous in her colon. She's going through tests this week, but they've already started her on hospice care. So got to go down before she dies, make sure she's okay. Probably end up paying for a big chunk of her funeral if it comes to that. So it's going to be a sad trip. But my wife and I have paid for a lot of her medical care because Costa Rica has socialized medicine. She was told by her oncologist that she needed a CAT scan and an MRI immediately, and the system, their health system, said, well, we can fit you in a year from this coming November. So she had to go private, and we paid for that. I also tried to help her establish a business in a house, which we at least put the down payment on for her, and made the monthly payments for a while. Now we can't do that anymore. We're broke. The other thing is that I also helped a woman in Nicaragua. Both of these ladies are single moms. They're both very poor. They're both educated only to high school diploma status. In Nicaragua, there's effectively a civil war that our media isn't even talking about. This mango flake is really good. I was surprised. But then again, you spend $13.50 for a 50-gram tin. It ought to be pretty good, right? Yeah, that's what I think. But we also helped a lady in northwestern Nicaragua rebuild a house that her sister had abandoned and moved to the United States legally. And so her older sister gave her this house, but it had an overflowing outhouse with a completely full cesspit underneath it. And so we started from the ground up, filled the outhouse, leveled the terrain, built a septic tank for her. Of course, without a toilet inside, a septic tank is no good. Built her a bathroom. The next thing is, well, the electrical wiring is dangerous, so we got to rewire it. While doing the electrical wiring, one of the walls collapsed. I've got photos on all of this. I should actually post them. So it's been a struggle and several tens of thousands of dollars for these two ladies. And again, I'm not asking for your money. This is something I chose to do, Betsy chose to do, because we have no children. So I have essentially taken any money that I might have left to my surviving heirs and paid it forward. My choice. And please don't give me any attaboys or pat us on the back or say, well, how great or whatever in the comments. I'm not looking for that at all. But what I've learned is that one person really can't save another human being. It takes a team. It takes a group of people working together to get anything accomplished. And but I might have to go back down to Central America at some point, probably right around the 4th of July. If I can find the money to do so, I'm going to try to help Tracy if she is indeed dying of cancer. She needs a friend there, and I would like to be there for her as well. And also, if I can grow the balls, pardon the expression, but if I can grow big enough balls, I will again, for the second time, go solo to northwestern Nicaragua, which, by the way, is involved effectively in a civil war that our news media is not reporting on. 2,400 dead, more than 2,000 quote-unquote disappeared, something like 86 credible allegations of torture, no jobs, 10,000 migrants leaving Nicaragua every month for either Honduras or preferably Costa Rica and points south, Panama, Colombia, trying to get a new start because they can't make a living there. You think Venezuela is bad? Well, wait a couple more years and you'll be looking at Nicaragua. And Nicaragua, guys, is much, much, much closer to our southern border than is Venezuela. So make up your mind, whatever you want to think about immigration, but I'm telling you, these people can't get it together in their own countries. So they're running. And I don't blame them. Gotta eat. Gotta get health care for your kids. Gotta have a roof over your head. Don't blame them. But by the same token, other than unskilled labor, very few of them are bringing anything to the table here. And it worries me. And I hope you understand, especially after I spent most of my own personal fortune to try to help a couple of impoverished single mothers in Central America. I'm not racist. Y si quisiera nombrarme, poner un etiquete que yo soy racista, yo, obviamente no me conoces. No me conoces para nada. Yo me aprendí tu lenguaje por puro amor y respeto. Por favor, que no me llames racista. Don't even pull that racist crap on me because I'm white and over 60. Sorry, I'm not. I'm not. And I don't have white privilege, and I'm not part of the patriarchy, and stop with your label hanging bullshit. I don't need it. Doesn't get to me. It's just boring. It's inaccurate, and it's as boring as watching paint dry. Probably as boring as this video is getting. So I'm going to ring on out here. Beautiful day. I should be outside. I probably will be very shortly. Coming up on this channel, I'm going to be smoking an immense bellicoso Kraken cigar because somebody with vaguely suppressed gay tendencies wants to see me do that. I'm kidding. He doesn't have vaguely suppressed gay tendencies. See, I could even get flagged for saying that, right? Hey guys, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. But I will admit it, I've got one hell of an oral fixation. Thank you for tuning in as always. Style living, everything you need to know about being alive and free in today's world here on the Paul Shalbetter YouTube channel. You're so darling, you're so sweet. Please come back. Love you.